try again, this time with God. What's going on, everybody? It's Queen Agnes, and I'm here with another talk. And so today we're going to be talking about the coronavirus and how it has affected the world, and especially as Christians and anybody in general. So personally, I think the coronavirus came at the perfect time, because I believe that what God does has a purpose, and we have to come to a level where we can understand the things that God does in our life to better understand Him, and we will live better once we know that. So as 2019 ended, there was really bad vibes, and people were ending it depressed, sad, and it wasn't a good vibe. And people try to brush that off and say, oh, just wait till this new year, and this new year I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this and this and this. And at first I thought that was only me. I thought I was the only one doing that. But when I talked to a lot of people during this whole quarantine, I figured that a lot of people actually thought like that. Like 2019 ended bad and they wanted 2020 to be that new year, new them. And so when 2020 started, the first 2 days, literally just 2 days, it felt like, okay, this is my year. This is gonna be a good year. But then right after that, like, so many things around us just seemed chaotic, and everything seemed so dark. Like, it seemed so dark. It seemed like something was gonna happen, and it just did not feel right. And so many car accidents started happening. Like, literally every day I would see like 5 to 6 ambulances when I was going to school and coming back. And there was always a car accident just in where I live, and like, it was so crazy. And then there's so many deaths. Like, we lost 4 people at my school, and there's so many deaths around the world in general. And then we found out the coronavirus, and people did not take it serious at first, and it was like a month had passed and people did not take it serious. Then once it came, it struck. It killed millions. But what I was trying to get to is that this whole thing has really brought people closer together. This whole thing has really caused people to turn to God, and especially not even just the word of God, but like health wise, people have been looking at the Adventist health message that we have been preaching for so many years, that people are now just looking into to try to prevent from getting the coronavirus. So I really think this was the time for us to wake up. And even as Christians, we were asleep in our churches, and most of us didn't know how to. We're stuck in routine, always doing this, always doing that. And most of us learned different things. Most of us learned how to pray more. Most of us learned how to preach. Most of us learned how to do so many different things that we're not able to do before. And families have gotten so much closer, and they talk more, and people finding out more things about each other, and the word of God is really spreading, because this is the time, and this is the time to use to stand up and pick your side and know what side you're standing for. And this is truly a storm, and it's through storm that we know how we are going to get up from them, because storms, they come left and right, and sometimes they give us a warning, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just come. And the coronavirus, it came, but people were not taking it serious. And I know even at the beginning of the coronavirus, it was still not taken seriously, especially here in the Western Hemisphere. It was not being taken serious, and people were still shopping, people were still doing this, people were still hanging out, people were still having parties, and I don't think it was really taken serious. And that is how it is with the word of God. God is warning us. He's warning us that He said, I'm coming soon. God is coming soon, but people are not taking it serious. They're not going to take it serious until it's right in front of their face. Literally, the stuff that He has been telling us, giving us signs. God said, when this and this happen, know that I'm coming. And there is this verse I read, is so interesting. It was saying that about like dry land and stuff. And I was like, this stuff is happening. I was like, this stuff is happening. We need to prepare ourselves because Jesus is really coming soon. He's coming soon. He's coming to collect his people. So it's up to us. We have to choose, what side do we want to be on? When Jesus comes, do we want to be followers of Christ, or do we want to be followers of Satan? So it is really up to us to decide which side we want to choose. And I think it's very important that we stand up. As Christians, we need to stand up and preach the word of God and get the word out to all nations, tongues, and languages. So that is it, my lovely people. Another episode of Try Again, this time with God. And I'm out.